35-year-old Robert Bigirwa, a meat vendor in Kabalagala, Kampala, says he has been trying to save 1.5 million shillings between now and December so he can leave the city for his village in Zimbabwe. One of the reasons for his decision is the continuously rising fuel prices, which he says have made his business meaningless.
I'm trying to sacrifice 1.5 million. I go back in the village because the things are worth me.
Fuel prices are approaching 6,600 shillings a litre for petrol and 6,400 shillings a litre for diesel in Kampala and 8,000 a litre of petrol in some up-country places. We visited Bigirwa's meat stall at 2 p.m. where he told us he had not sold a single kilogram out of the 26 kilos he procured from the city abattoir in the morning. He also still had some of the previous day's stock.
I used to buying meat at 85 shillings per kg on ordinary meat, but as now it is in almost 13,000 reaching on the butcher, and you find it selling it at 14,000 or 15,000.
Just as is the case for Bigirwa, for many the cost of living is getting harder each day that comes.
Nchitunulira nga nange simanyi wansi gye tulaza. Simanyi oba government yetu tulowoozaako oba tekyatulowoozaako kati ffe balinga be baavaako.
Olw'ensonga nze gye nteesa nti amafuta gakkeko wansi na buli kimu kiyinza okukkako wansi.
The Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development cannot control the prices, it says, apart from ensuring companies do not make abnormal profits, which it says hasn't happened.
The Ugandan consumers should not worry. The supply routes are open, and the prices we have today are still very competitive.
The ministry's Assistant Commissioner of Petroleum Supply, John Friday, says their focus is on ensuring uninterrupted supply. They are also determined to ensuring all licensed oil companies meet the requirement of having at least 10 days stock away from what is in their service stations.
The market forces will drive the prices because here the prices are determined by the market.
What we have is what it is, based on what we know is happening at the source.
Spokesperson Solomon Muita says the ministry is now widening access to oil imports by receiving consignments through the longer distance port of Dar es Salaam to limit over-reliance on Mombasa as Kenya heads to the polls. Oil imports through Dar es Salaam have reportedly increased by 20%.
We have two options now. The third option is about to open, bringing in fuel via the lake, via Lake Victoria. We are trying to have as many options as possible so that the market is constantly supplied.
Soaring fuel prices are a global concern exacerbated by the lockdown and the Russia-Ukraine war, which is far from ending. Last week, US President Joe Biden met with the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC leaders in the Middle East to push for greater oil production in order to bring down gasoline prices, but that may not be immediate. Until global mechanisms change, like Bigirwa, it remains up to you and the decisions you make to survive. Edward Muhumuza, NTV.